Have you ever heard of this naked prince story? Well, neither had I before I watched this anime. The story is about a young boy prince who wants to overcome all the odds and become one of the greatest of all kings. A simple storyline, you might think, before you get involved with the amazing emotions of the characters and the story. Welcome to one of the best animes of our generation, Ranking of Kings. This story takes place in a medieval time where people can use magic, there are giant creatures, giants, gods, and even shadow creatures, whatever that is. Our main character is Boji, a boy prince who from birth can neither hear nor speak. This naturally resulted in him having a very hard time growing up, being treated as this dumb and ignorant person with no power to represent himself, let alone the country. He was treated very badly by civilians and royals alike, by his stepmother, who is the second wife of his dying father, the great King Boss, or Boss, however you want to say it. All his life he had been alone with his thoughts. Not having many people that could use sign language made it very difficult, of course, for him to communicate. He saw the people making fun of him and he could feel every bit of the cold disrespect people were giving him. But my friends, even with all that pain and sadness, Boji always tried to put on a brave face in front of others, so that he wouldn't succumb to the things people were saying about him, so that he could prove to himself that what they are saying is a long way from the truth. He had the movement of a feather when he went on his own adventures. He loved to go out of the castle and do stuff that could take his mind off his disabilities. Therefore, he always did these things alone. One day when Boji was going on an adventure, he came across the final survivor of the Shadow Clan, named Kage, which is so funny because it literally means shadow in Japanese. Kage somehow could understand Boji by feeling his emotion. Finally, Boji had somebody that could understand him perfectly. That made Boji so happy. Even when Kage robbed him of his fancy clothes, he always went back to the same spot to meet with him. Eventually, Kage saw himself in that boy. He saw how bright and innocent he was. Boji's dreams seemed so far out of reach, yet he told them to Kage in the most enthusiastic way, in such a compelling fashion. Kage couldn't do anything but admire the courage of this young boy, and he told him in quote, "Become the king and make the world a fun place to live in." By the way, guys, listen, this is not weird, I'm just telling you. Anya from Spy Family is a cute character, okay? She's cute, she's funny. Boji takes that and times it by 1,000,000, okay? This guy, he ain't even speaking anything in the entire show. In the entire show, he's not saying a thing. Yet the voice actor, when he does his little voices, is so amazing and it ties into the cuteness of the character. I mean, he is so adorable, man. It breaks my heart when he cries, just like he was my baby. That's for real, that's for real. I mean, if you're human and you couldn't like adore him like this, I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know what's wrong with you. Boji and Kage are two fantastic main characters. You can really feel their emotion in every scene they're involved in. Every tear they shed, every smile they make, you feel exactly the same as them. I can't tell you how many times I was this close to shedding tears while watching this story. The rest of the cast are also likable. Even the main villain of the story. It is really insane how much depth they put into each and every one of these characters. From the characters with the heartfelt backstories, to the characters with the unrealistic goals, to the characters with unbelievable conviction for what they believe in. Every one of them was written in a good fashion. At first glance, I thought this was literally a kids show. Seeing as though the main character was a boy so small, in my mind he couldn't have been older than 7 to 9 years old. One time I was even hovering my mouse on the computer over this series, but I rejected it because of the main character's design. Oh my god, could you believe it? Can you believe the guy who has watched One Piece, who has like One Piece contains every single design of a character there are, and yeah, not all of them are good. I'm telling you, the trash characters, he really designed them badly. Moving on from that, in hindsight, we don't even know how old Boji is. So that makes him seem a lot younger than what he actually is. Okay? Hence why I say I thought it was a kid's story. But when you watch anime, you learn not to judge a book by its cover. And that's why I decided to click on it eventually. You are supposed to feel for this character. You are supposed to know he's a kid, okay? When you see his brother, you actually think, oh, his brother is older than him. But it's not that fact. It's the vice versa, the other way around, okay? Boji is the older brother and Prince Daida is the younger brother, okay? But Boji is much smaller in size, okay? Which makes us think that he is the younger brother, okay? Which makes you even feel more for this character, okay? Because he's the youngest and he's the one with all these troubles, you think. After watching the entire series, my heart pumped like crazy, okay? The emotions, like anime takes out the emotions of you, okay? If you are a guy who could watch this series and not feel anything, a guy or a girl or whatever, and not feel anything, you're not human. You're not human, because I'm telling you right now, Titanic, cut that shit out. We have ranking of kings. If you want a show that is a tear jerker, okay, watch this, okay? You'll be happy, you'll be surprised, you'll be sad, you'll be angry, and you'll be excited. Every single emotion like you can feel is there, okay? I know I didn't name all of the emotions that are out there, but yeah, I named 5 of them, so don't come at me, alright? Okay? Guys, all in all, this series jumped through my top 10, I think, to my 7th place, and I'm gonna show you the list in a later video, but you're gonna see Ranking of Kings, it remains there for now, okay? And I doubt anything will take over its place, because this was a fantastic series, alright? You can compare it to the Lord of the Rings, that's how good it is. That's what it makes you feel. You had that Lord of the Rings vibe when you watch this, okay? It is on the level of series like Full Metal Alchemist, Monster, Cowboy Bebop, Demon Slayer, and so on, okay? Ranking of Kings is beside them in being these iconic generational series which people will not forget. So that's all I have for you for this Haki review. We love y'all. If you like this one, go and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment if you love this series or not, and tell me which is your favorite main character out of every series I named in this video, okay? Everyone, including Ranking of Kings, tell me and rank the main characters out of all of them, alright? That's your homework for next time. Okay, HakiReview out.